Thursday night, live, what's up? Cali compliant grocery bags. These will hold 2 ammo cans if you're not familiar with these. Typhon Toxic, Multicam Black, Purple, ATAX Ghost. We have all of these rigs to include these, which we've not run in years. We just did some 8-column PALS micros. Those have the Velcro on the back, so you can attach the danglers to them, and this will allow you to set your rig up however you want it set up. We just did a bunch of single-point slings. We also did a bunch of 2-point slings. We did them in Coyote and OD 2 points. Small clothes bags right there. Small clothes bags. Multicam. We've got H suspenders in OD as well as black. Eagle, Ronald, Max, Billy, what's up? Jim, Viking, what's going on? Mark, Byron Roberts, Spags, hey, what's up, man? Landfill, mesh pockets, Woodland, compact tear-off med pouches, ankle med kits, grocery bags, zippered knife pouches, more zippered knife pouches, purple toiletry bags, purple ID or pocket organizers, multicam journal covers, more Woodland compact tear-offs. We have some Woodland spent mags over here going. Although these are fucked up, these should have Woodland pals on the front. I don't know why these don't. Fucking just crazy. We build this shit all the time and then we fucking completely fuck it up the next day. Woodland vehicle med bags, black vehicle med bags, ATAX IX, looks like micro rigs. And those are fanny pack, butt pack lids there. Yeah, micro rigs, NIX. Tony, what's up? Watching video of you building the canine first aid kit. Right on. Yeah, it didn't work out. Benjamin Brewer, what's up? That's what they said about the jab. Evan, what are we talking about? What are you guys using the mesh pockets for? Mark, they go inside of everything we make. All of our bags are Velcro lined, so you can organize it however you need them organized. Special lady friend is into sewing. What model do you use in your build? Dude, we've answered that a million times. Join our, are you not in our members area? If you are in our membership, I do a question and answer every Friday. There is a thing posted. You ask the question and we answer all of your questions in depth. But literally 5 times a week I go over what sewing machines we use. That's the most common question. And it doesn't matter. You should ask her what she wants and what she wants to build. Conso 206 is the meat and potatoes. You can get one of those for about $1,200. These Jukies right here, these 1508s, we've got a bunch of these. You can get these for about $2,500 to $3,000. But it really comes down to what she wants to build, right? Using one of these machines, you're not ever going to build anything clothing. You're going to do much heavier stuff with them. Large tool bag, 6 small mesh pockets. Yep, you can put 6 small mesh pockets in there, 3 on each wall, or you can put a large and a small on each wall. Never have enough Velcro pockets. Yep, you can take those Velcro pockets, put them inside our backpacks. Our medical backpack has them. You can take them out of there and put them on the door inside your safe. You can organize everything in your safe. We have Velcro patch panels up to 30 by 36 inches. You can hang those on the wall and then put your mesh pockets in there, tear your modules in and out, hang them on the wall. A lot of vehicles have carpet or headliner that Velcro will stick to also. Plans for the weekend? I don't know what the plans are. Jaeger, what's up, Jaeger? Did we already show what we made? I've been showing what we made for the last 10 minutes. I've only been live for 6 minutes. Landon, what's up? What are you looking for is the real question. Door on the safe. Yeah, almost all doors you can stick Velcro to. Mr. Greg, what up? Small mesh pockets. Wait, yeah, I like this. Unless you have something that won't fit in the small mesh pocket, I always put a large mesh in there, but shit just gets lost in them. How was everybody's day? Stacked micro rigs and no stacked micros. I don't think that's even been a thing. Stacked micros and IX. I could be wrong. I don't think so. Did you and I speak about that? Because these are definitely AKM4 micros. Or for the small mesh pockets. Yeah, and literally, unless you have something that won't fit in the small, then you need to go to the large. But if you have the large and you're trying to put a bunch of small contents, you can't index them up and down. They end up falling over. Homestead, what's up? Moon pies. Dave, what's up? Has it started to get pretty cold? It's starting to get colder. We're going to have some freeze coming up next week. I re-tarped a couple of the chicken coops today just to get them squared away. I've got stock tanks. We'll turn the heaters on the stock tanks in the next couple days. The knee you just got when you smacked it? Yeah, that sucks, man. Stupid crazy at work, so it has been non-stop. I hear everyone say Black Friday was a bust for them. We have never been busy. That's good, man. That's good. We went. It was not a bust for us, no. But we went places and parking lots were open. You could go places. We didn't have like an hour wait to get into shopping malls. We drove around in Nashville. We walked right into restaurants. It just didn't seem busy. I think it's poor people weren't spending money. People still spend money. Even during the Great Depression, there was tons of millionaires, right? The Great Depression, while it affected people, it really it drastically affected 50% of the population. Do you realize 50% of the population in the United States never pays taxes? Because they're in such a low income bracket. Those people, they're probably not sitting watching this video for sure. Those people are deciding whether they're going to pay rent or they're going to pay buy groceries. And most of them are months behind on rent anyways. Brick and mortars, yeah, but brick and mortar is dead, right? Somebody hit me up today and said, hey, do you still advertise with Recoil Magazine? And I said, man, we haven't advertised with Recoil Magazine in 10 years. We never tracked any sales from it. We could never identify any new customers that came because of Recoil Magazine. And print magazine is dead. It doesn't fucking exist. It's just not there anymore. Nobody buys it. Remember when you used to go to a grocery store or Walmart or any place, bookstores, and there was a huge magazine section? If Walmart has magazines, it's way in the back by the automotive section in a little tiny area that's like 6 feet wide now. Yeah, we're definitely living worse. Yeah. We used to, We used to go to the grocery store once a week, and it'd be about $350, and we'd fill up the whole back of the 4Runner. Now it's $750, and it's just 2 little totes of groceries. But yeah, I mean, we don't even have to go to the grocery store anymore. They just deliver it. And Walmart said, 2 years ago, Walmart said their plan by the middle of 23 was that 60% less customers would go to the store. They don't want you in the store. Which was part of the COVID plan, right? Put all the small mom and pops out of business, so when the huge box stores stop letting you go to the store, you have no option. You can't just go to Bill's Grocery on the corner anymore. Little totes, little totes. Free SOE tool bag light, they're nice, aren't they? Grocery cart is now $400. Double what it used to be. Double what it used to be. Tractor Supply, they just throw magazines away when they expire. Yep. That's how it used to be. You would rip the cover off, and they would give you credit on the ones you didn't sell. They just wanted the cover back. Building commercial space. Yes, they are also taking a fucking ton of commercial space and building them out. Most of it is they build them out with storage units inside. Look how many storage units have popped up everywhere. And they build those storage units out also in a manner where they're just tiny little rental spaces, because you're not going to own if you're a kid right now, you're not going to own property when you're an adult. You're going to lease a little tiny pod. You're going to rent. Saw an article that they want to remove the self-checkout registers. Really, why? I like not having to talk to grumpy ass Martha. John, what's up, man? Our small town had 12 news agency buy all print media 5 years ago. And Joe's Kitchen, we're not living here. Our money doesn't go as far, for sure. Everything we buy costs a lot more. My materials have doubled. Everything costs more. Transportation costs more. Shipping, everything costs more. But we're not living worse. If anything, we're just not buying bullshit that would sit around and not do anything. So the purchases we do make are more valuable and used more, for sure. The cloud, yep, the cloud, which is code for somebody else's computer. Dumpster dough for magazines. We read the magazines for free. Yep. Man, you used to just go to Starbucks, get a coffee. Not Starbucks, Barnes & Noble, get a coffee, and look through the magazines. And the truth is, most of the magazines I bought, because I would buy a dozen at a time, I never read them. The only magazine I truly read was I read almost every article in American Survival Guide. And I read Backwoods Home Magazine, and then some of the stuff in Mother Earth News. But the internet killed all that shit. Now we can just look up the information we want, right? We don't have to get a magazine for the one article in there we like. We just look up the information right here. Shit. Nowadays, when I want information, I make a fucking video. I find the information and make the video. You ordered a Coyote 8 the Pals, Matt, the Pals rig. Yep, we got them. I live in Massachusetts, and there's a ton of huge warehouses, like buildings going up. Yep, what do you think's in them? Backwoods Home digital version. Jesse, yeah. So can we, do they still give you CDs? Is that still a thing? I bought all the anthologies. You used to be able to go in there and buy an anthology. And now, last time I looked, I feel like they don't send out the books anymore. You only get the digital version. Scott Taylor, what's up? Favorite magazine was Fine Woodworking. Thumb drive. Costco and Walmart are having too many issues with self-checkout not working properly. Wait till the hacks start coming, right? Iran attacked 24 municipal water. I would be more apt to believe our government did it and is blaming it on Iran, if it even happened. When's Iran going to start attacking all the POS systems? I don't think it's Iran. Scott, what's up, man? Mother Earth News used to have a fair that went all over the country. Yeah, they have the Mother Earth Festival. It's kind of like what we're doing, something similar. Returns at Costco. What's the 8-column mag? It's just a Pals micro rig, man. Just look up Pals micro rig on the website. Did you turn those on? Were they turned on?
I turned them on.
Cool.
You have 10 column too.
Yeah, are they built?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got an 8 and 10 column available in Coyote. So 10 column, 8 column. Very vanilla. But if you already have a bunch of stuff, guys always have this idea like, I want this modular system and I'm going to buy these pouches. Dude, it's a fucking pain in the ass to change that shit all around. Once you lace it up, most dudes never change it. Do danglers work on those? Yeah, danglers work on them. Yep. Whenever we haven't been to Costco in a long time. Whenever we go to Costco and we have to deal, and we don't really return things, we'll go to customer service for, renewing a card or something. But I always ask them, I'm like, tell me some crazy return stories. And they have some of the craziest shit, man. Talking to customer service people, they always have the best, craziest stories.
I like Sam's Club where as soon as I walk in, they welcome me on my phone and I can just scan the shit on.
Yeah, when we go to Sam's Club, we do an app. We do the app. We just scan everything as we go, and we never even deal with an employee. Costco is supposed to have something, but we never could get the Costco app to work right. Make a 2-column chest rig for super fast tactical operators. We do make a 2-column utility pocket. We do a 3 and a 4 also. So you could set one of those Pals micros up with just utility pockets as a med rig, or do whatever you want with it. Fed rig.
Put all your snacks in it.
Put your snacks. Costco app sucks. Yeah, it's never worked for us. Never. And we have to go all the way to Nashville for Costco. Sam's Club's right in Jackson. And when we're in Nashville, the last thing I want to do is go fucking shopping at Costco. Dean Wallace, what's up, bud? I need those May 4th promo bags. I'm not telling you stop and do it. I'm telling you task somebody to do it tomorrow. And those other Marpat ones too. We built a ton of shit today. It's just already been packed, most of it. Aaron Kahn, what's up? I run off-brand 8 for hiking in Consberg, right on. Marpat, yeah, the Marine Corps can't even get Marpat. The Marine Corps is actually changing camouflage. Everybody get your emails and text tonight? Everybody saw the promo that's running? Got all 3 notifications right on. Anybody get shipping and tracking today? Anybody's order go out today? Did anybody receive your order today? YouTube notification right now. From Marpat to what? I don't know that answer. I don't know what they're moving to. The Marine Corps authorized desert Marpat for those who couldn't get woodland Marpat. Interesting. Right on. Email and text both came through. Cool. David, hospital tracking. I'm sure changing camos is good. Yeah, I'm sure it's because some congressman is getting some fucking graft. Old Master Guns would be rolling in it. Yeah. Yeah, he'd be rolling if he saw the fucking Marine Corps right now. What a fucking shambles. We have bandages if you guys need them. 4-inch. There's another case of 6s there. We've got tourniquets. Compressed gauze. Military photographers show photos of recon Marines in multicam. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard multicam. Corbett Prince, what's up? Stacked micros? No stack. We had stacked micros like a couple weeks ago. We had a bunch of them. Let me look. I don't think there's any stacks here. I do have Coyote AKM4 stuff back there. No stacked micros. They sat here for a while. They trickled out of here. Make him cry to see what's become of our beloved Corps. Yeah, it's a fucking wreck, man. You only cry wild turkey. Everybody listen to audiobooks? Any of you guys listen to like survival fiction, prepper fiction? Anyone? Just say yes or no. Yes or no. You're answering survival fiction, prepper fiction, audiobooks. Any updates on smaller backpack? Yeah, it's ready to go. We're just not ready to build it yet. Can't wait for the new Dare T-shirt. I have it right here, bud. Are you? Oh, it's shipping to you. Is that what you're saying? You're waiting for it to ship out? It should have shipped, unless you got something else. Dare to resist your government. No, none of you guys listen to prep or survival fiction. All right, well then we don't need to discuss what I was going to say. I think Santa may have one of in my stocking. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. AKM4 Micro arrived today. Order was filled less than 8 hours. That's about 75% of our orders. About 75. When we do promos that get you guys free shit, that's what really bogs it down. Fighting age Chinese males won't mind what they wear. Nope. Your replacements, right? Your replacements. That's why they're bringing in all the illegal aliens. Those are your replacements. Because we know that our government is corrupt, and we believe that politicians should be tarred and feathered. So they want to make a big deal, and it's just like your community guideline standards, right? You suppress what you say, you second guess what you're about to say because you might be banned or shut down, especially if you have a business. And we think that our politicians are corrupt, whereas they let, 8, 10, 12 million combat age males in the United States that'll be very happy with the politicians and not care what the politicians do because they just let them in this country. And we expect to work hard, build credit, buy property, own a 2,500, 4,000 square foot home on a couple acres of property, or myself and my friends, we aspire to have, hundreds of acres of property and do some food production and have enough property that nobody can see what you do on your property. Those combat age males that they're illegally letting in the country, they don't care to own anything. They don't give a shit. Where they came from, they didn't own anything. They just like to be here. And they will look, and they won't even be cognizant that the politicians are corrupt. Janet Yellen has assured us we can win wars against both Russia. Yeah. Janet Yellen can't even travel and drive herself, right? Why are we allowing geriatric politicians to send our children to war and define what we have to do in our lives when they cannot physically drive themselves to and from? They can't operate cars legally, but we have somehow allowed them to run the country? Rawls and Kirkham, yep. A American. That's what I was going to say. Angry American, the Going Home series. He released book 12. He is working on book 13 right now. There's 12 of those books. I went through book 12 in, just 2 days probably. And I found that I got more shit done, right? Because I'm not watching politics and other programs and constantly getting stuck, scrolling the phone. I just put on that prepper fiction or whatever, have that in my ear, and just go to work. And I restarted that book series with book 1 and went through book 2, and I just restarted book 3 again today. So if you guys are just working on the property or whatever, and you're listening to music or listening, podcast is great, whatever. But these book series, they run and run and run and run. What is book 12 called? John, I don't know, but I'm sure you have the other one. So if you just go there, it'll show you in the series. No profitable corporation is saying, what we need, an 80-year-old CEO. Yeah, no shit. Priscilla mentioned something about letting the old people run the country, 30 to 50-year-old. Yeah, how old were the people that signed the Declaration of Independence? 30 to 35 years old. Made you rethink that you had any type of preparedness. Yeah, and I listened to the whole series before, and I just restarted, and I'm like, man, I don't remember hearing any of this stuff. There's just so much in there. Like the alpaca stove, you know, the kerosene stove. I knew I wanted one of those. I'd looked at them for years and never ordered one. And when I listened to it last time years ago, I actually ordered one. I have one now. But there's always stuff in there. NSW admins, Matt Christopher, I had one in multicam last night. Monkey Works, tracking the planes, flying thousands of single males to cities and towns near you. Yep. Monkey Works is a good channel. When they arrive in enough numbers, they elect their own representatives in Congress. It's not about election. Most of them don't vote. But it changes the Electoral College. It rezones the areas. Even though they're illegal aliens, they still count them. Elderly ruling class is ruling from a place of fear. No, I think that your ruling class looks at you as cockroaches, and they want to eliminate you and downward class migrate you, and they are bringing in other people because you will be so angry you will not do their slave work, and they are bringing in people who won't mind being ruled. I think that's what it's about. They have categorized you, they have identified you, they have cataloged you and categorized you, and you know what the next step is. And I know, everybody's like, not me, not from my cold dead hands. Come on, man. Would you have thought everybody would have shut down and worn fucking face diapers? There's motherfuckers out there still doing it. Congress looks like a nursing home. Yes, it does. It looks like elderly abuse. Like they need to euthanize some of them. Coming here, getting a monthly check, a cell phone, and paid housing. Warcoat. A lot of them who are being interviewed on the street, they were issued debit cards. They were given actually United Nations debit cards, and they said a lot of them say that their card was reloaded for 30 days, for 90 days, and now the cards have no money on them and they don't have any money. What happens when you have a bunch of combat age males put into the United States and then they were dispersed, right? They're coming across the border right now. It's all Chinese. And they put them on buses and airplanes. And, you know, we always talk about them coming across the border. Do you know they brought 250,000 in and landed them on jumbo jets all across the United States in major airports? Do you know that? I bet you haven't heard that. But what happens when you have all these combat age males and they all of a sudden they have no income? There's no money to buy anything with. Do you think they're going to go steal it? Do you think they're going to take it from someone else? Remember the Chinese guys in suits holding what looked like prepped syringes who were standing behind Biden during his swearing in ceremony? I didn't catch that. I never did see that. You don't see the ruling class, just middle management. That's right. That's right. Look at the Rothschilds. Go to Davos. Most of those people look completely inbred. They literally, I saw a video. There's a dude that asked people, hey, what do you do for a living? You know, when he sees people with very nice, expensive, exotic cars and stuff. And there was a lady, they had come out of some building, there was two men and a lady. And he said, I like your Patek. It's a watch. And she looked like a Simpson character. She literally looked like, who did Smithers work for? Mr. Burns. She's a Rothschild. She has no chin, has a very pointy nose, looks like Mr. Burns. They're all inbred. Keeping the old in Congress because they make good puppets. Yep. Paddock. Saw a guy today, 37 degrees, looking cold, just a t-shirt, hands in his pocket, walking into Walmart, but he made sure to wear his mask. That's crazy. Yeah, Homeland Security. Yep. Homeland Security does that. That's it. That's exactly it, right? When they arrive in enough numbers, they elect their own. Okay, we read all these. Yeah, too much inbreeding. The iconic Rothschild meme. Is Mr. Burns supposed to be Rothschild? I guess I never put that together. He certainly looks like them. But the Angry American thing, right? The Going Home series book. And that's kind of the thing. Like EMP happens around the world, solar flares or whatever. And then they start confiscating radios, right? They don't want you to be able to communicate. And then they want to confiscate weapons, right? Because somebody, the powers that be in the United States, made it even worse, right? Because people talking on radios were talking to people in Europe, and they're like, we're almost up and running, whereas the people in the United States are not. Because you have Department of Homeland Security basically is running a rogue program, and then you have dudes out of the military and DOD that are like, yeah, we're not following these orders. We're not firing on U.S. citizens. We're not rounding up. And they kind of go and start fighting a war between actual military versus Homeland Security. And then when you start listening to that or reading it, it's a book series, you think, wow, the IRS bought, 75,000 shotguns. The IRS bought, millions, and all these. The school board, the Department of Education bought, 100,000 12-gauge shotguns. They're building and arming and equipping their own private militaries, because the military is a separate, different budget, whereas Homeland Security controls all those other entities, which seemingly shouldn't have equipment like that, but they do. Disclosure in The Simpsons is very telling. Yeah, it's crazy. We talked about that on the video yesterday. How many car rear view mirrors do you see with a non-American flag hanging? So I don't know. I have not seen it. When Dianne Feinstein died, I asked, did she die on the Senate floor? I'd pay for that video. I can't believe people were like, she's so great. Same with Janet Reno. I saw people whose social media pages I follow, when Janet Reno died, they're like, rest in peace. No, bitch. I'd like to see your corpse hung where I can go fucking see it hanging from a fucking lamppost. I hope you have no fucking peace. I hope you are fucking burning in hell and ants are just taking bites off of you. Battle Chemist, what's up? Got a bunch of multicam black wallets here. Almost finished up. Did we disconnect? I'm not seeing any comments come through. Nancy voted the day she died, yeah, and gave power of attorney to her daughter. Is her daughter somehow able to take over her Senate position or something? That's how people were making it sound. Reno sent in a SWAT team to terrorize a little Cuban boy in a closet. Yeah, Reno did a lot of shit. How's How's the oil machine working? The oil machine. I don't know what we're talking about. The oil machine? Oh, are you talking about the infuser? It's great, man. It works great. You're talking about the Levo? It's running right now. Okay, maybe it's not running right now. It's hot. It must have just turned off. Patrick, what's up, man? Third run today, plantain. Yesterday was arnica. Battle Chemist. Yeah, you can bump it up. We had so many orders come through on the Black Friday sale that I didn't turn on anything or take any orders for any custom stuff. I didn't do a single one of them. Got my 1940s baby bin alarm clock in the bedroom. Oh, that's cool, man. You don't notice the ticking noise, man. I remember going to my grandma's house, and she had a tick-tock clock, a cuckoo clock. And then she had another one that would just, ring. It would ring a bell once per hour, and then every hour it would ring so many times or whatever. But I always heard that. When we would sleep at my grandmother's house, I always heard that clock ticking. Looking at the workplace in these videos, your company strikes me as an awesome place to work. Hope your employees take advantage of. Most of them don't, Scott. We feed them. Every time you see a shirt come out every week, I have a box come in for employees right here. This is my employee shirt box. So we give them a shirt or a t-shirt or sweatshirt or something every week. They have access to the gym. I don't have a single employee currently working here right now that uses the gym other than me and Amanda. We do feed them. The crew we have right now produces very well. But people just, they don't, man. They don't. I can hear your grandma's clock right now. "1940s, baby. I cringe because when Biden dies, the country will honor him." Oh, yeah. Yeah. Every time I drive past somewhere, the fucking flags are at half-mast. And I'm like, why is the fucking flag half-mast? The White House thought they received a gift of a mummy from Egypt. Turns out it was just a drunk Nancy. Yeah, how is that bitch still alive? The fucking crypt keeper. Did the spirit of Ruth Bader Ginsburg fucking reappear in Nancy Pelosi? Mother had 5 cuckoo clocks and a grandfather clock. We go to some pretty nice antique malls, and every now and then you'll see a whole booth that's just clocks, man. And I'm always drawn to them, and I'm like, fuck, man, I do not like hearing a ticking clock, though.
Hard pass.
Hard pass?
Hard.
Mesh pockets. We've run a lot of mesh pockets this week. We have a lot of options for mesh pockets. And those are Velcro, right? We talk about Velcro mesh pockets all the time. The Pals ones are pretty cool too, because you can just set them in bags and not attach them to things, and you can see what's in them, pull the modules out. But on those slots on the back, you can put chem lights, you can put pens, pencils, you can put folding knives, you can put anything with a clip in those things. And you can put it in between stuff so that stuff doesn't bang around. Scott, I'm not worried about it, buddy. If they're not worried about it, you don't worry about it. He got the Nobel Peace Prize for what he would do, not what he had done. Who's that? Who are we talking about? Pelosi seemed like a plant to undermine JFK. Well, Pelosi was, who was Pelosi banging? Wasn't Pelosi fucking JFK as an intern? I'm pretty sure that's actually known information. Obama, the bomber in chief. Obama, the puppet master. Wrangler Star keeps less lethal stuff in a large mesh in his pocket on his truck door. Right on. In one of our mesh pockets? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Pal's mesh pockets are super underrated. Yeah, he did a video on that recently. Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out. I know Wrangler Star did a video on SOE stuff when people send me the link to it. And if you have Pal's pockets, you could use Velcro One wrap it through there, and still attach it to Velcro stuff. Uncle was stationed in Germany at the end of World War II. He was buying cuckoo clocks and shipping them home for resale. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's very cool. Imagine around that time frame when people were going to what was called the Orient, right? And just moving container loads of stuff back. I mean, that's how Pure One imports started. Fauci deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. I'm sure they floated that. I had an interesting experience today while unloading my truck into my garage. Had a neighbor taking pictures of my garage. Yeah, that's odd. That's an odd one. I cleaned, oiled, and adjusted 5 wind-up clocks last month. All 100 years or older. Drove me crazy for 2 weeks. I have desk clocks that you wind up, that takes the key. I have a few of those. They had a children's book written about Fauci. I mean, they were giving fat kids donuts for getting shots. They were giving away hamburgers and shit. You watch RR Building, great building series going on now. I don't know what that is, Matt Christopher. RR Building. Trump 24. It's looking that way, right? Trump with Yvette. It's bizarre. We have videos up, just little shorts that are taken from podcasts, and I'll say something about Trump, winning in 24, and we'll get like 900 posts. We'll get 900 comments on a video of complete anti-Trump haters. Like, you're a Trump tard, fuck you, MAGA. Like, it's very bizarre. I magnet fished a river by an old French and Indian war fort in Pennsylvania today. Found 4-foot section iron chain from one of their boat docks. Very cool, man. Very cool. Watched the VP debate the other day. God, it was hard to watch. I don't even know what that was. The VP, Vice President debate. Why don't the podcast go up on Spotify? Just because dudes fucking piss and moan about it not being on an app, and I'm just not gonna fucking do it. We put them up in the membership area. It's $10. You pay $10, and over half of my content is in the membership area. So all the content you see out on YouTube, if you're not a member, there's almost twice as much content if you are a member, and that's how we monetize it. That pays. That's the only money coming into the podcast, and all of that money goes to Brandel, Austin, and Scully. And it costs me. I spend more every week doing the podcast and doing video than we make the entire month in revenue off of the podcast. That's the only monetization there is. So I just don't put it out for free. It comes out for free about 90 days later, also on YouTube. And then we have a Patreon, which is $5, and that's completely different content. On the Patreon, we do a question and answer. You ask questions, and we build a video off of that. RR Building, he's a builder that builds post and I follow a post and beam guy. I don't know if it's him or not. The deal is done. We now own an 80s. Oh, good for you, Gary. Fucking very cool, man. Very cool. Congratulations, man. Must be nice. I love it when motherfuckers say that. It is. It's very nice. It's very nice. You should work harder and you will know how nice it is. Yeah, it must be nice. That's kind of an inside joke I have with some friends. Every time they do something big, I'm like, must be nice. We all say that. Already run into the must be nice. Yeah, fuck those. Those people, Gary Johnson, those people no longer are allowed access. If they're family members, they are cut off. If they are friends, they are no longer friends. If they are acquaintances, they no longer have access to you. Literally block them in your phone, block them on social media. Somebody comes on talking shit on my page, I just ignore it. If they constantly do it over and over again, I just block them. I remove access. If I am out doing something else through the day and some shit I read earlier, if it even irritates me after the fact, I just remove him from everything that's my life. Now, a lot of times they'll come back because they want access to you and they will still be there. They just won't do the shit again. It won't, if it even enters any negativity into my mind, I remove them from because I can't physically kill them. If there was a button where I could just shock the shit out of you and I knew that you'd be driving down the road and you would be electrocuted and just go off in a ditch, I would push that button, but I don't have that button. So I just remove them. Those must be nice motherfuckers, remove them. Fuck them. Yeah, they're the I'm coming to your house people, yep. Cherry Jolly Rancher. Yeah, they're poison, man. And think about all the guys like worried about bump stocks and triggers and all that shit, right? Who's going to report you for that? Who's going to report you for anything that you're worried about being reported? It's not a stranger. It's a dude that knew you had it, right? And if he knew you had it, you trusted him enough to let him know that you had that. It is somebody like you, somebody that you called a friend. That's always the person that does the damage. It's not by accident when some shit happens. Yeah, that button would be nice. You ever driving down the road and you got that little bug splatter on the windshield and you line it up and you think, man, I wish I could just vaporize this car? I would use the shit out of that button. Stop posting accomplishments on my Facebook. Too many people have stupid shit to say. Gary, you should just have a private group or get in better groups, or use that to weed them out, right? When they say some shit, just block that person and curate your feed. I used to imagine having the God hand from the video game Black and White, where I could grab the car in front of me and toss it off the road. That's why you don't talk about what you have. You keep your mouth shut. If my car listens to me while I drive it, he'll have Tourette's. A lot of cars are listening to you, whether you realize it or not. And your phone is always listening to you. Always. That's actually even come out in court, right? They've arrested dudes, and they were able to subpoena. Your phone listens to you. Just like fucking Siri and the Amazon thing, all they listen to you. There is a record of it. They can subpoena your phone information if you're in an accident. They can subpoena your phone information. The insurance companies will pull your phone information trying to prove that you're on the phone so they don't have to pay out insurance. Yeah, your TV listens to you, all your smart devices. There's a video camera in them. All your awesome car singing, that's awesome. But be aware of that, guys. Like your phone will tell on you all the time. Faraday cage that motherfucker. Cut the Wi-Fi. Detox your body from it. That's why you don't have technology. You're using technology right now. What are you? Where are you? They have 20G already. Can the cell phone still record your voice when the speaker is playing music, YouTube videos? Peter, I think it just depends on how much money the agency has that's after you. Forerunner listens to a bunch of tire hum and wind noises and squeaky tailgate noises. Upper Peninsula. But yes, but I mean, that's why you don't have technology, but you're on technology right now is my point. Just have a plan, man. Have a plan. Yeah, 90% of the people charged for July 7th were discovered by cell load. Yeah, it's called geofencing. If you're not familiar with it, guys, look that up. You can have soccer mom gets, fucking shot in the face sitting in her Forerunner at a strip mall. They geofence. They just pull up everybody that was within, you know, and they can do it by like 50 yards, 100 yards, 1,000 yards. They just pull up everything that was in that area. They look at everybody's phones, and they're like, okay, well, this dude's a doctor. This guy's a lawyer. Probably not that person. The heart surgeon, probably not that. Oh, Boo Boo LaFufu? Yeah, he's probably a suspect. And they just pull up the most likely people. And then they start looking at camera angles and shit. Billy at Permapastors had a good live tonight about unplugging electronics at night. Yep, I've been telling you guys that. I've been saying that for 6 months. With the wind down of military contracts, with the pullback of Great War of Terror, has your business taken a noticeable hit? No. Where have you fucking been? Like, if you actually listen to my content, we talk about this stuff all the time. I stopped doing any government contract shit a decade ago. And the 10 years before that, we didn't do any requests for bid. We are like, if a unit wants our shit, and it's only small units, they write the contract with my company in the part number. So they don't order like side open gas mask carrier. They actually request for bid through prime vendor for SOE side open gas mask carrier. They write the contract that it has to come through us. Where they care if you're a criminal or a right kind of criminal. Yeah, exactly. Had my car broken into, $1,000 moto gear stolen on camera, cops. Yeah, they won't. The cops, like Walmart, right? Think about Walmart. Walmart has cameras all over that motherfucker. Every box store built since the 90s has fucking almost seamless video cameras, right? If a crime is committed, they don't ever use that footage. They only use that footage to not have to pay out insurance. They never use that footage to solve a crime. Geofencing seems like a violation. Well, fucking look up Stingray. Check out Epoch Times. Go to Epoch Times and type in Stingray and watch the 30-minute video on it. Every single time they prosecute somebody in court, when the lawyer brings up Stingray, they dismiss the case. They don't even want to admit the technology exists, and that's old technology. They have given Stingray to local level law enforcement departments. They were using that in the fucking beginning of the Iraq War. That shit's been around since the fucking early mid-2000s. Yeah, when they find out about Stingray. And Stingray, dude, Stingray's fucking what, 30 years old almost right now? That's shit we know about. So just imagine what their capabilities are now. You ever I always say the shower, right? Because you don't have your phone in the shower. You ever be in the shower and you're just thinking about some shit in your head? Phone's not in the shower with you. You're not verbally communicating it. You're by yourself. You're in the shower. When you get out of the shower, you dry off, and then when you're fucking with your phone, the thing you were thinking about is all of a sudden in your phone. Do you think that's coincidence? Or do you think there's something in you where the fucking phone knows? Social media knows what's in your head already. Do you really, if they were doing it, do you think they would tell you? Look at all the shit they were doing that nobody fucking knew about until Snowden came out and told them. Do you think that shit all stopped? Do you think they're not fucking way further advanced? Has anybody had a thought in their mind when they were in the shower? I always use that shower thing, right? Because the phone ain't in the shower with you typically. But all of a sudden it's in your phone. How do you think that works? When we are allowed technology, it's because they have something better to use. Yeah, and because they can use it against you. Nanoparticles, that's what, yeah, I believe that. Might get a kick out of Anonymous Conservative. He posts interesting experiences of neighbors snooping. Oh, I'd love to see it, man. Is it a matter of 5G waves entering your head, 5G picking? I don't know. I don't know, but I believe that it's a real thing. Social media knows us more than ourselves because social media shapes who people are. SOE always pops up after you shower. Snowden did us a great service. Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't Trump pardon him? Providing suggestion with an advertisement algorithm finding you think of it because you subliminally provide it. Maybe. Or maybe it's something fucking more insidious. Constitution protects you from government. Government uses corporations to bypass. Yeah, when they took us off the gold standard and shit, right? Why do you all have to have that birth certificate? Justin, any plans? Any plans to go to SRO? How would you handle what's the Mexico problem? I don't have a Mexico problem. I have a U.S. government problem. Are you talking about all the people coming across the border? That's not a Mexico problem. It's not even fucking Mexicans coming into the United States. Hillary's emails, yeah. Chemtrails. Honduras, El Salvador. It's, yeah, Chinese, Middle Easterns, and African continent. That's my concern. Who just stabbed all those kids? Who stabbed those kids in France? Who stabbed those kids in Ireland? It ain't Mexicans. Immigrate Florida alligators to the Texas border. They say we have alligators overwintering here in Tennessee now, in the Tennessee River. Yeah, Muslims. But come on, man, Muslim it's a religion of peace. Muslims on average have 7 children. Christians have 1 or 2. That's why the world will belong to the Amish. If we could just get them to take up arms, if the Amish would be more militant. We need feral, militant Amish. We have alligators that overwinter in Oklahoma. Really, man, that just got on my radar maybe 2 years ago. I heard people start saying that. Tennessee Wildlife Authority came out and said that. North Korea dictator begging his people to have more children, yeah. Well, I mean, our birth rate is down. We're collapsing as a society. Moss built like fortresses in Mexico are concerned. I'm not aware of that. They're building moss all over the place, to include the United States. They're doing fucking the call to prayer. They're piping it out in the fucking cities. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Everybody have a good evening. If you're on our text and email app, we sent you one. We have product available to ship tomorrow. We have a promo running. Pretty cool. And we will see you guys tomorrow. We're recording question and answer tomorrow, so if you're a member, go to community. There's a place to post your questions, and we will build the video tomorrow off of that. Those videos we make are usually 90 minutes to 2 hours. Originally from Detroit, I can tell everything you want to know about the Middle Eastern problem. Yeah, for real. The DNR is saying feral pigs are hitting Minnesota. And yeah, I've been hearing that too. They're making their way across. Now we've got pigs too. The pigs coming from Canada are supposed to be huge. We've got pigs in eastern Tennessee that are making their way out this way. It'll be a problem soon. It will soon be a problem. Mountain lions too. We've got mountain lions on a lot of game cameras within an hour of here. Amanda, bag of gator. Need a gator skin tool bag apron. I have gator hides. How do you get on the email? Didn't we have this conversation yesterday? Was that not you? You just go to our website, SOE tacticalgear.com. And just for anybody that doesn't know, when you're on social media anywhere, like this YouTube, when you click about, it will contain all the websites. And you go to the website, and there's usually a pop-up, join our email or whatever. But it's all right there on the homepage. Just scroll to the bottom or scroll around on anybody's homepage. And the text app and the email app, all that information is right there. Okay, so it wasn't you last night, then. Okay. Mountain lions, cougars are native to Washington State. We have some of the largest in East Washington, upwards of 200 pounds. Yeah, in California, man, like in the San Diego area, they eat a mountain biker every year. Info tab, soegear.com. All right, guys, out. I don't think SOEtacticalgear.com. See you guys.